Hi guys, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. So in today's video, we're going to be learning how to cut this dress as you can see right now, and also how to attach a hip using your breast wadding to it. It's not going to be like our regular hip padding, hip and butt padding. This is another one entirely that you would love and would like to learn as well. So we'll start by folding our material into two because we're cutting the half length first. We're cutting the half length for this video, so additional bonus because I've always made a princess dart and straight dart bustier often in my video because I know how difficult it is for you to learn how to cut and sew that as well. It's not that easy to learn and cut a princess dart. So in this case, this dress is going to have a yoke. The upper part will serve as the lace. So I placed my tape, my nursing 6 inches from it to get my bust point measurement. I'm inserting my bust point measurement right now. After my bust point measurement, I will insert my okay, this is my that's my half length I inserted first, then my under bust second, and then my bust point measurement. So those are the three lines I marked: my bust point measurement, under bust measurement, and half length measurement. So I'm dividing my bust to bust into two, which is 4.5. In this measurement, in this bust point to nipple measurement we're working with is 8. So we're dividing it into two, which is 4.5. Half inch is for my sewing allowance. So at this outer part, I came out by 1.5 inch. Then this inner part, I came out by 1 inch. So I dragged my line this way and I came up to this point and marked half inch on the both sides, half inch on the both sides, the inner part half inch and this outer part half inch. Then just watch and see how I'm doing this. I curved it and then dragged my line straight to that half inch to meet the half inch I marked at that point. This is it's very easy in this case to learn. Why I always repeat this princess that and straight that posture is because I was in a situation where I wanted to learn this on YouTube and the videos I saw wasn't really helping me out at the time. So I was determined, or I said to myself that I'm going to do this often to for those that might want to learn and don't have the money to register as an apprentice or go to any fashion school. This channel is for you to learn easily at home. So what I'm doing right now is inserting my waist measurement. I inserted my bust measurement and I am inserting my waist measurement right now. You know the inches we minused at this part, the two 1.5 inch I came in and 1 inch I came in at the inner part. I have to replace it back. So I hope you understand this explanation I just made right now. So I'll be cutting out those unwanted areas now. It's as simple as this to cut your straight dart bustier or princess dart bustier. It's not it's not it's, it I promise it's not going to be something difficult for you to learn. So here I came in by 2 inch to get my sweetheart measurement, 2 inch depth. You can go in by 3.5, depends on how you want, how open you want, or how you want your cleavage to be seen if you want it. But I think this 2 inch I came in is just okay, it's normal. So this is it. So now the next thing I'll be doing after this is to cut my back parts. I'm marking this side so I'll be able to dictate my wrong, the front and the back fabric. Yes, that's the essence of that. mark I did there. So what I'm doing now is to cut out my back the back of my gown. I'll just place my either I place my the front part on this, or I just insert my normal measurement to this to cut it. It's as simple as that. So this is how I placed my front measurement to this to get my back part. So this is my back part. So now the down part of my half length, the upper part of my half length, I'll be using a yoke. This lace or net will be serving as the upper part, the yoke part of this. So that's what I'm inserting right now. I'm taking down my armhole measurement. I first of all measured I'm taking my the line I'm marking right now is for my zipper. So I'll start from that line to insert my shoulder measurement, which is divided into two. Then from there, I'll insert my armhole measurement. Armhole measurement depends on the person's size you're working with, depends on the person's bust you're working with, and the size of the person you're sewing making clothes for. There is nothing like dividing your armhole measurements that is the shoulder you get, or there are some things I see that are really off. There's nothing like that. Okay, so that will be a class for another day, or for a class for another day, sha. So I'm inserting my bust measurement divided into four with my additional sewing allowance, which is 2 inches, and my waist measurement divided into four with my additional sewing allowance as well, which is 2 inches. So I'll just go ahead and cut it like this. I'm sounding down because I'm really not okay this evening. Anyway, that's personal. I just noticed that there is a change in my voice. Whenever I'm making a video on YouTube, I'm usually excited. And I don't know why today's one is different, but I believe whatever it is, God is gonna see us through in this life. Yeah. So I'm inserting my neck width, which is 3.5. Then my neck depth just an inch or half an inch. You can go down by 2, 4, 5, 6, depends on how deep you want it to be. But I'm working with an inch, 1 inch. So after all these things, after cutting, the next thing I'll do is to cut out my lining for it. So I'll go over to the down part of my cloth, of the fabric I'm working with, the down part that completes the gown. So I minus the half part I just cut out now. I minus it like this. Then I want to get my my hip measurement, and then my waist measurement, my hip measurement, and the full length of the gown I'm working with. So this is my waist point, my waistline. So my waistline divided into four with my additional 2 inch sewing allowance. my hip measurement divided into 4 with additional 2 inch sewing allowance. You can get your hip measurement depends on the length, the size, the height of the person you're working with. But in this case, I went down by 8 inches to get my hip measurement because I'm making this clothes for someone that's not that tall. So for a tall person, I think 9, 10 is okay. Then, secondly, I'm cutting this separately. I'm cutting the front part first of the skirt and then the second part. Because why? Is because I want to show you guys how to get a double dart at the back. Yes, so I want to just cut it piece by piece so you'll be able to understand it. Because you'll be able to get your double dart cutting your front and back piece together, but I want a clearer understanding. That's why I'm making it piece by piece. So that's my front. So now I'll be placing it on top of this material I'll be folding right now to get my back part and then my double dart at the back. I noticed that this double dart at the back gives your clothes a kind of fitting. That's like the fitting is out of the world. The fitting is just I can't explain it enough until you try it and see it. Yeah, so that is it. Did I show? Okay, let's just keep watching. So this is my zipper allowance at the back. So watch closely and see how I did it to get my double dart. You know that this front already contains my allowance, my zip, and all of that. So I don't need to start adding any other allowance to this. The only thing I added is just the allowance that I for my double dart for one more extra dart. The extra dart that I'll be adding to this back part. I don't know how I'm going to explain this. But the extra dart I'll be adding, and look at how I marked it. See how I marked it. I'll join it back. I'll join my cutting back at my hip measurement. I only added that 2 inch allowance at that side at that starting from my waist point to my hip point measurement. The other measurements will be Jesus. The other measurements we aligned with the front part measurement. The only place I needed extra 2 inch allowance is at that waist region and it stops at the hip area. So that is it. So this is the zipper area I'm doing right now. I just put a little bit of buds in that area. Okay, so this is the extra allowance I added for my double dart. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to cut out what I'll be using for my hip and butts. This is a lighter version of your hip and butts. It's not like the regular hip and butts padding There's just a lighter version of it. Someone doesn't want it. Just want to put something, to fill up the gap, to fill up the space, not making something extra, not making something much loud. So this is it. So this is how I carved my line, my circle at the front part. So from this my hip straight to where my carvings is where my curve is about 5 inches allowance. It's about 5 inch. It's about 5 inch. Sorry, it's about 5 inch like this. Then I gave a space at the top there So this is it. I cut out two for the both sides. So this is for the butt area. This is for the butt area, the back part. So this is it. I went ahead to cut the back part as well. And then I left space for where my zip will be. After taking your lining it up and the rest, the remaining space is for your zip. So I left space for that. So what I'll do now is to iron it. I'll place the shiny part on top of my just the way you see me doing. The shiny part is on top. I'll just have to flip my wrapper and iron it on my wrapper so it will be able to gum. So this is me ironing my light hip and butt padding. Should I say this? I don't know. So this is me. I don't At this point I kept my camera not knowing that I didn't pause it. I kept it because I was using one hand to film it and using the other hand to iron. So I had to keep it and concentrate on the ironing. So I never knew I didn't pause it. So I'm done ironing this. So this is it. I've ironed it. So this is the main thing. This is the main essence of this video, just to show you this part, the double dart at the back, on how to insert your double dart at the back, and then this. So I went ahead to line it, which is this, and iron it. Then I'll have to couple so my joinings and all of that, which you already know by now. And if you've been following me, watching my videos, you should know the next thing after inserting your lining, right? So that's the essence of this video, double that and this light hip and butt padding. So this is me inserting my double darts, my two darts, my darts. So the first dart, I came down by 9 inches, and at the second part I gave a space of 2 inch, and then at the depth was about 8. They are not equal. So this is it. I'll do the same thing at the other side, which is what I'm doing right now. I came down by 9 inch, then I gave a space of 2 inch here, then came down by I think six thereabouts. But just know that they are not equal. They can never be equal. Can be equally yoked. So that. You just go ahead and sew with how you sew your dart. Just go ahead and sew those the that area. Just go ahead and sew it and give it a good press. So this is how it came out. One longer and the other one a bit short. So that is it on this video. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Then if there's any question, if there's anything you don't understand, feel free to ask me, and I will always create time to respond to any of your questions. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you guys for watching. So that's my back part. Actually, that's my zipper allowance, where I'll be sewing, where I'll store for my slit opening. So this is it on my client.